Okay, that's fine. Oh,
This was your idea.
Is this where you don't want me to grenade?
This is up to you.
This is the grenade conversation.
Just remember that this was your idea, and therefore, as we are trying to promote the one-page rules and their great Age of Fantasy Skirmish rulebook that you can buy on Drive-Thru RPG, and or if it was the time of release through Patreon as well, you get it as a Patreon credit.
Yep. So tier 1, you get the rules.
Yeah.
Tier 2, you get the models.
Sick.
Yep.
And you are on tier 3 probably, whatever this.
They don't have a tier. I think tier 3 might be resell.
Right. Okay. Tier 3. Oh, that would make sense. You can print and sell the miniatures yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But hey, everybody, Mike's here, and we're here for another Let's Play. We're playing Age of Fantasy Skirmish, which is the, I guess, like the
Age of Sigmar.
Small Age of Sigmar combat version.
Yeah, basically.
Of the game. Because Age of Fantasy, which is like full unit combat, and this is like the small unit combat.
Yeah, I guess it's Kill Team for AOS.
AOS, yeah.
It's a really good way to think about it.
It's a bit like Warcry, but it has unit composition. So you get units of 3 guys sometimes. And you have customizable characters, customizable heroes. They all have analogs in Age of Fantasy.
They do.
Like you can port one directly over the other.
There's a wiki. There's a one-page wiki where they actually will go and do like a 1-to-1 models to GW, and they'll do it for other companies as well too.
Yeah, cool. And this is your current hyperfixation. You're printing one-page rules.
Yeah.
Throwing down this like as your main thing because you're a big printing guy.
I am a big printer guy.
If anyone wants to know where this Duotang came from, this binder, he printed the logo and stuff too on his magical print.
Last minute, because someone was like, let's try to make this look professional.
We should be able to show a fit. Like, I don't want to be looking at the rules on my phone.
Right. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome.
So maybe this cool rule book. And this is all like 3D and stuff too, which is really cool.
Embossed.
And the actual like miniatures themselves, you've got a whole printed army of like their Yetis and penguins. And,
they've got like really cool names and stuff like that for them. I don't know what they actually are, but
this is a compatible range from a different printing.
Archvillain.
Yeah.
So Archvillain does. That's one of the reasons why I'm like super getting into out of the GW stuff and into. Because I like the 3D print, but like the models that are getting produced by like these other like third-party smaller companies are obscenely awesome. Like they're
welcome to the Blood Bowl world. Blood Bowl was doing this 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, I get it.
Like this is literally what like the off-brand Blood Bowl team community had been doing for almost like 20 years.
Sure.
And now it's just in fantasy. So like you get like these kind of counts as armies, but like they'll be penguins instead of being Skaven, or they'll be like, you know what I mean? They'll be like all halflings riding horses as opposed to being
the beauty of the one. Yeah. So the beauty of the one-page stuff specifically is one, you can proxy in anything at any time for anything. So they'll give you like, I think they have like canned like 20 different factions.
Yeah.
Random ass shit.
Cool models, but whatever. Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Fit your collection.
But they give you the rules, right?
Yeah.
Find what fits the best and like jam it in there, have a good time, right? So long as the other person is in agreement, like go at it. It's awesome, right?
Whatever your analog is for this role.
Yeah, but then they also partner with like Archvillain and I cannot remember there's a bunch of them actually in there. And the creators, other and what they'll do is they'll write rules specifically with descriptions and everything to align with those models.
They're forming up a community of different like.
So Archvillain's great because Archvillain doesn't build armies. That's not what they do. They're focused predominantly on like D&D 5e like expansions.
So do like collections.
Yep. So they'll do like a model series specifically to fill out like a 5e campaign that they're building out, right?
Curse of Strahd or Dark Sun.
Exactly right. Yep. So what? But so it's not big enough to build like an entire faction army out of it. So what they did was they took their like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 of their 5e campaigns and they combined them all together to make an army.
Yep.
And then one page like bet, and they wrote a rule book for it. Cool. And they're like, here you go, right?
Awesome.
Like
this is the Archvillain collection.
So this is the Archvillain collection. So when you go into the Army Forge doohickey, the first thing that pops up is all the one page stuff, right? And then if you look to the right, it'll say creators. And you can click on the creators, it'll list all the creators that they're working with. And you pick the creator you want to, and then it'll show their collections. And then it'll give you 1-to-1 to model rules.
What to use it as.
Which is super nice. It's convenient, right? You don't have to do anything. And their army builder's super fast.
Well, that seems to be one page's theme too. They're just a very inclusive community where it's like lots of people make miniatures. We like printing miniatures.
Exactly.
Let's make rules that fit anybody's collection of games.
And that's the beauty. And like today, I think you're playing with GW Ogres.
I'm playing with my Ogres, my Ogre Kingdoms. Yep.
And I'm playing with Penguins and Walrus and Yetis and stuff. Yetis and shit. Yeah.
And we're going to fight over dinosaur bones.
And we're going to fight over dinosaur bones.
We'll share the table. We'll roll up a mission because there's like a procedural mission generator in here. And we'll get this underway. All right. So here is what's this faction called?
Frost Howl Horde.
The Frost Howl Horde. And man, oh man, this is, There's a variety of references in these miniatures that I love. Like, I'm pretty sure that's from the surfing penguin movie.
I think so too.
There's a whole bunch of like Happy Feet shit in here.
Yep.
It's very cool. So what do we got in this this faction?
Yep. So it's consisting of basically 5 units. So I've got ping V scouts.
Okay.
So that they come in threes, right? So you got 1, 2, 3. Each of the scouts are upgraded to also include a shaman, so they can cast magic. I got a big dude called a Mamitui.
Mamitui?
Mamitui. That's this guy right here.
Yep.
Owlbear, classic, right?
Yep.
And then
That's
in
a
the
very
back
nice
there,
owlbear,
big
actually.
dude. Yeah, it's actually they've got quite a few of them on there. That's just the one I grabbed, but really
It's
cool
a really
models.
cool model, yeah.
And then the Odabin.
Which is like, I'm not sure, it's like a walrus whale.
Horse, fish, monkey, fish frog.
Yeah, just a complete nightmare.
Yeah.
And this is all from, like we said earlier, Archvillain.
Yeah, this is Archvillain models here, yeah.
They're fantastic.
Yeah,
So
they
great
are
job, great job painting them. I like the blue and the brown, like it's nice contrast.
High contrast,
And the
yeah.
prints themselves are fantastic. They're just really cool resin prints of these, I guess, 5e compatible. Like,
They're 5e
campaign
compatible,
pieces.
yep. They've
Yeah.
got a campaign specifically out there, so if you wanted to play Frozen Wasteland with monkey fish frog things, they're for
It
you
looks
to do.
like one of them definitely talks like Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Factions just from OPR Skirmish, and they're just called ogres. So I got a tribe master there in the back. He has his hand weapon. He has the Devour special rule. He's a hero, tough 6 with a bully. And then his pet goblins, which are these little 3 guys right here. They suck, but they're 15 points for 3 of them, so why not take them? I got a single ogre warrior, and then I've got a Sabertooth, his pet kitty, a Devourer, which is this freakazoid over here, and that is my entire warband. So a leader, 3 little unit guys, and my goblins. So I'm a little outnumbered, but hopefully not outgunned. Terrain is now placed. We have a sort of like the core terrain placement rules right here. We use the random terrain selection, so just putting down stuff that looked right for the table and scattering it. And we got a deployment style. So we're gonna roll a d6 right now to select a random deployment style, and this will give us our deployment zones for the mission. It's a 3, which means we're doing encircled. So it's gonna be corner deployments basically up to the edges. So 24 up, 24 over, and then across in a triangle. And our mission selection will be another d6 for random mission. It'll be a 2, which is seize ground. After tables have been prepared, the players must place a total of 4 objectives in the battlefield. Divide the non-deployment zones into table quarters, each 4 quarters, and place 1 marker in the center of each. After 4 rounds have been played, the player with the most markers wins. Crystal Cave stuff is our objective markers / slop pits, because, you know, the ogres like slop. And the person that controls the most is going to win at the end of the game. A side mission, and we're going to randomly declare which one it's going to be. So 1, 2 is shared. If we're doing shared side missions, they are going to be, where is it? Each player selects 1 side mission openly, and both players can compete for any of them. Missions are like things like combat mastery, so killing, tactical genius, holding battlefield positions, and heroic interventions, things that your character is doing. So I'm going to choose, I think, Headhunter, kill your most expensive enemy hero, because I'm an ogre and I want to eat those things. And then you can both try and do that, and then you get to pick one as well. Dominate, what's dominate?
Jesus, I got to read.
You have to read. You have to prove you can. I'm sorry, you don't have your specs on.
Enemy
Yeah.
controls, no objectives.
Okay, sweet. Things we can do like advanced rules for special heroic actions and stuff like that, but we'll just focus on the core mission today. And for deployment, I roll 4, and you roll a 2. The A deployment corners, and we will be back after we deploy. Deploying, I have my ogre over here, my saber tooth over here, my goblin friends over here, my bully boss, and then my devourer. You've got your Malamutes?
That's the Malmoody.
Malmoody. Penguin Team 1.
Penguin Team 1.
Penguin Team 2 is over here.
This is the, Penguin Team 2, Odabin, and then Owlbear.
And the Owlbear. Owlbear, the Owlbear. The first activation, because I have the deployment advantage, and that person always goes first. So I'm going to start with a rush on these goblins, and they're going to move not the full 12 inches, but they're just going to go party behind this objective, where they will probably spend the remainder of the game. This belongs to us, and they're now activated. It's over to you. Back and forth activating, doing one of those 4 actions, of course, over the course of the game. At the end of the 4th turn, which we'll mark on this beautiful 3D printed dice, we will count who holds the most objectives by having models within 1 and no other enemy models within 1.
Same thing that you did. Plenty of room to spare.
Peng Force 2.
Peng Force 2.
I see how you're baiting me here. I understand what's happening.
Uh-huh.
That you want me to come over there so you can hit me with an owlbear and whatever that other thing is.
Monkey Fish Frog.
I'm afraid of him. I'm not smart, and therefore I will charge in my Dowg. No, I won't. I'll charge in my Ogre Warrior with the charge move. So you can move 12 to go within 1, and he's going to fight some penguins.
Yep.
And maybe an owlbear in a minute, but we'll find out. He's going to go there, and we're going to hit some penguins. But further, so he's also within 1 of the objective. So he has Ogre Warrior hand weapons. So he's got 2 attacks that are AP 1. He's quality 4+. 4s I will hit my quality. 1, 2, 3. And they are all going to be AP 1. So your def of whatever.
So my quality is 5+.
And your def is, this goes to a 6+?
Yep.
Oh dear.
And it was 3?
It was 3. So 3 guys take, 3
3
wounds go in.
3 wounds go in. And the guys have 3 wounds.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken here.
Each. So 1, 2, 3 gets applied, and they explode.
They explode except...
Except I already just said I only have 2 attacks. So I don't know why I rolled 3 dice.
Oh, well now we get to redo this all again.
That's okay. I missed completely.
And
I don't know why I rolled 3 dice after I said 2 attacks.
everything's coming up.
1 and 2.
Millhouse.
Yeah, I just said it's perfect. The fact I just went from being completely dead to completely alive. So that was my order for the ogre. It's back to you. You're just going to get in there?
Swing, swing.
All right, well, it makes sense. So he's making a charge move, which is allowing him to move 12 and end in combat. Does he have any special rules?
Owlbear has he has rending.
It's rending. Okay, so what's rending? We'll ignore regeneration and cause an AP of -4.
So he's got 2 attacks with his claws and then 1 attack with his beak with an AP of 1.
Sweet. So the first one's with the claws.
Yep. Both
Quality
missed.
of 4+.
Quality 4+, yep.
Okay, so they miss, and then the beak. Oh, we are both equally ineffective. We didn't want to have a fight. I guess we send in the kitty.
It was a long walk.
We're gonna go with the kitty now. What does the kitty do? Now he's fast, which means he has a super far charge. He gets a plus, I think, 4 to his charge, which means he charged 16. But he has Sabertooth Salve, a quality of 4+, rending claw, which is attacks 3 rending. So no AP normally, but he rends on a 4, quality 4. So 1, 2 rending hits that are AP 4.
Okay.
And then 1 normal hit with no AP at all.
My owlbear.
Yep, on your owlbear. Apparently this was what the Sabertooth was waiting for.
So 4?
Yeah, 3 total.
3 total.
At AP, sorry, 2 are AP 4 and 1's normal AP.
Let's do the 2 AP first.
And what's your defense?
4+.
So you're -4 to your roll.
So
it's a
1 goes through
that's
and 1
a 0.
takes, yeah.
And then the last one's just a 4+ because there's no rend. No.
Toughness.
That's a 1, which fails.
Okay, yep.
And then the other one was a 0.
2. So yeah, he takes all his damage.
3 wounds?
That's 3 wounds. He has toughness 3, so he dies.
All right, he's gone. Quality check, that's right, because there's like a stay on the table thing here, isn't there?
Yep.
So quality of 4+.
Quality 4+.
So he stays back with 1 wound. Your quality test, it's close. It's on a 6+, you're destroyed, and you roll a d6 and add the total wounds that you're carrying every time you take wounds. So you've got 3 wounds. You rolled a 5. 4. So you got a 7+, which means he's knocked out.
Yep.
So down he goes. And we don't do that for other models until they're down to the last model in a group unit. On a 1 to 5, they're shaken, which means that they can't contest objectives and they automatically fail morale checks.
Yep.
You've eaten a bear, so it's back to you.
Awesome.
You have big Mamma Jamma.
Totally expected.
The whole other half of your army that gets to go.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm almost tapped out. I got 2 models left to activate.
He's just going to run over here and take this objective.
And be like, if you want it, come and claim it.
Exactly.
Well, I think, discretion being the better part of value, valor, the boss is going to we don't need to be fast yet. We're going to rush, but we're just going to wait a little bit and just be like, hey, everybody, we're going to stand over here. Magic at me, you feel free. But right now, I'm here if you want me. And that was a rush move. Back to you.
Penguin boys, they're going to walk up 6. They're going to dawdle because I've got a spellcaster in there. So they're just going to do a little dirtle up to here.
Prepare for some Hadoukening.
Prepare for some Hadouken.
Can we do his little magic dance? You
Yeah.
can see him do his little magic dance
Little
right now.
magic dance, and then we're going to cast a spell.
On the Crimson Slayer?
Yeah, called Hail.
King Crimson? Don't
Yep.
do it.
That's target 2 enemy units within 12 inches take 2 hits each, but there's only 1, so that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
All right, I'm a quality of 5.
Go for it. Isn't it extra token makes it a 4?
If I decide to use it, yeah.
Got it, okay.
Which I will.
Okay.
So yeah.
We rolled a 3.
So, oh yeah,
need a
no, yeah,
5,
no, I'm
so
done.
we'll do
Yeah,
it
no, I'm
anyway.
done. Still,
Okay.
no, yeah, no, it failed.
It failed. The Hadouken misses, basically, and if you spent the extra spell slot that you had to place the other token, you could have made that +1, but that still only makes it a 4 instead of a 5. It's just the Devourer. He's so fast. He's, as the kids would say, skibbity fast. Fast, Strider, and, no, that's the Sabertooth. The Devourer has Devour and Tough. Devour is Whenever this model attacks in melee on a 6+, the target takes a wound. Just starts biting chunks out. Yeah, so he's gonna also rush. He's gonna go 6 and then 6 again, and just like bodyguard the boss. All right, we're on turn 1, man. I'm not gonna worry about contesting just yet. We'll contest later. That sounds like a turn 3 problem, not a turn 4 problem.
Fair enough.
And it's your last activation.
So big boy's just gonna run up and he's gonna rush, hold it just for shits and giggles, and just taunt your guys because you're so tiny.
Well, we are not large compared to him. That's true. Malamute is an impressive miniature. You activated last. I get to activate first this turn, and I'm super tempted to stabify these penguins. But if I do that, I think King Murder Missile over here is going to come for me.
Monkey Fish Rod.
But I'm not smart, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to charge with my Sabertooth. I'm going to make some stabs again on quality 4+ rending into this unit of penguins. I hit once with AP 4 and once with no AP. So he gets to make 1 regular defense roll and 1 that you probably can't pass. So that's -4 is a 2, or it's a pass. You pick which one you want it to be.
Pass.
Okay, cool. And then the other one, -4, is a 2, so that was going to be a fail.
Yeah.
Which one you roll, because you rolled the same number twice. So you took 1 wound, which will kill one of those guys, and then you get to fight back.
Yep, we get to fight back. So, yeah, they're just going to attack him with our not very great stuff.
With an accurate quality. All right, well, I have a tough of 3 as well.
Okay.
And a defensive 5+. That's 2 hits. Any AP on those penguin weapons? Okay, so I get 2 5+ defense rolls. Fail them both. I take 2 wounds, which means I got to make a wound check now. On a 6+, adding 2 to this roll, I will be knocked out. Otherwise, I'll be shaken for next turn. I'm shaken for next turn. That's a 4. And I've taken 2 wounds. So I have to do all my entire activation, basically getting rid of my shaken, and I can't contest that objective at the end of the round. Back to you.
What do we want to do?
I don't know. In the hippo whale or whatever the thing is?
So, because Monkey Fish Frogs already got this objective, and we hold it until someone else gets in there.
That's right.
Yep. So we're going to rush over here and punch that guy in the face to see what it does.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go get him. All right, so big boots, Hogan style, going into this guy.
Yep. So he's got heavy winter weapons, which cause frostbite.
Oh dear, okay.
So that's attack 3, AP 2. And frostbite, I've got it right here.
Okay.
Enemies that roll to block hits from this weapon take 1 extra wound for each unmodified result of 1 that they roll.
Ouch, okay. So ones will do extra wounds basically to make defense rolls.
Yep, so it's 3 attacks.
Quality of?
Quality of 4.
All right, let's see what
AP 2.
So 1.
1.
And then AP 2, I'm only defense 5+. I have to roll 6 to pass here. I do. Is AP -2, that's a 4 actually, so I take a wound. So I do have to make a check. I pass, that's a 5 total because I only took 1 wound. And I get to strike back with my 2 attacks.
Yes, you do.
At AP 2. On 4s. That's 2 hits, AP 2. Everybody's getting wounded. A 1 and a 2. What is your defense?
My defense is 4+.
So those will both fail. And you now have to make a stat check as well for your wounds. And you are +2 is a 6, which means you are knocked out. This is a weird rule where I feel like you're supposed to take this check when you've lost your last wound. Because normally you wouldn't do anything here. I think that's what we'll say is you don't actually make this check yet. Because it's weird that it's easier for you to die from this than it is for like a 1 wound goblin.
Right.
Who takes 1 wound and then might die or might not die.
We'll have to check the wiki later.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. But the I'm going to say whenever a unit has taken at least 1 wound, has taken its last wound, and for every wound after that, then we'll make that roll. So you have 2 wounds. Sure. Yeah. Okay, so then it's, I guess, my activation. And we're going to go over here, and the boss is, the Devourer is going to charge.
I've been rolling like crap, so
I mean
you're on
it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Agree? He's ready to eat whatever that giant thing is and devour it. And his thing is if he rolls a 6 to hit, you just take an automatic wound.
Yep.
Because of his bites. He has 2 attacks at AP2. It's 3+ because he's hungry. That's going to be 2 hits.
2 hits.
AP2, so whatever your defense is.
Defense on the big guy is 4+.
Okay. Those will both fail.
Those all both go through.
So 2 wounds.
And he's going to be shaken if he doesn't pass this. He's shaken.
Back. Fatigue for -1 to hit, which is the same as what he was actually.
Yep.
But you're not able to fight. It's just that you can't activate, right? It's because you're shaken off. So you get to -1, so you put hit on 4s, I think.
Yep. It's going to be, his quality is 4, attack 2, AP 1.
Okay. So on 5s, the -1. 1 hit.
1 hit.
And then what is the defense on this guy? I think it's a 5. A 4 actually for the Devour, so it goes to a 5. We're good to the 6. Now take a wounds. It's back to your activation. So you could shake his shaken, or you could go with the penguins. And if I attack you with him,
Exactly
you can
right.
fight
But
back
I got
with a penalty.
full. I got full thing. So we'll shake a shaken.
Smart. Okay.
Also, these guys already went.
No, they went at the end of last round.
Oh, that's right.
And moved and shot me.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rush with these guys, though, because I'm going to try and go snake that objective off of you. Because this one still belongs to me right now.
yes, it does.
So I'm going to go 6 and 12 with a rush.
Awesome.
And head this way. Test the objective with the penguins.
We're gonna move 6 just so that we can be here to object or to get on it next time. But I still want to cast magic on him, so that's
smart.
what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Don't have to have the combat restrictions because it's not shooting.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot the boss, yeah?
Yeah, we'll shoot the boss.
That's smart.
Yeah. So we'll throw our.
Hail at him?
Yeah, we're gonna
So
throw
what does
hail
that
at
do?
him. So that's the same thing we did last time. So I can target 2 enemy units
You could?
within 12. So technically, what I'll actually do is I'm going to do these guys and these guys,
Smart.
and they take 2 hits each if it's successful.
Okay. So it's going to be on a quality check of 5.
5.
And no bonus this time.
No bonus.
Hell yeah. 1.
Doesn't
2 hits for him. Defense
Yeah.
roll for the boss. I think it's a pass fit. A quality check to see if he's shaken or not. He is not. He is shaken. So act this turn. He'll have to take an activation, and then I think it's a 6 for them. On 6s, I save. Come on, baby. I lose 2 of them, but I don't have to make a quality check yet because the last guy didn't take a wound. I could shake my shaken over here, or I could fight with my ogre. I'm gonna fight with my ogre and punch some penguins because they haven't gone yet.
The penguins.
So 2 attacks on 4s. That's cool. That's a scatter dice. That's a potato right there. That'll hit though.
1.
So 1, and it's AP2.
Is it?
Yep. Well, that's 6. Nope.
Yeah.
The magic user left in this fight over the objective. A singular penguin, and that's it.
I have a singular penguin who happens to be.
And then I get to burn this shaken.
Correct. And wizard.
He is the wizard.
So does he want to punch or does he want to cast Magic?
He gets 1 die to magic, or he gets, I think, 2 dice to punch, or 1 dice.
He only gets 1 for anything ever. Period.
Fair. And it's the same quality. You can cast combat magic troop.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
you know what he's gonna do? I don't think so.
Oh, sorry. You got to fight back against him because I
that's
attacked
true.
you. For 5.
For nothing.
For nothing. Yeah.
And you know what he's just gonna do? He's gonna double punch.
Okay. Go for it.
double
Go
punch.
back at me. On 5.
Yeah, nothing happens.
I'll fight back at you, but I'm fatigued now, so I'm on a 5 instead of a 4.
Correct.
I hit you.
You hit me.
And it's going to be AP -2 again.
Nope.
So 1 wound, so make that injury roll. He's the last guy standing.
Get a 6.
He's knocked out.
Yeah.
And now it looks like I just dropped my shaken on my boss, and we're into turn 3. You finished. Oh no, I finished going this time, so you go first this time because my boss would have dropped his shaken as the last activation. For the Devourer?
Yep, I'm gonna
That's
go after the
probably wise.
Devourer. Yeah.
So you get your, what is it, 3 attacks again or 2?
He gets 2 attacks. 2 attacks, AP1.
Okay, go for it.
Quality 4.
It adds up to 4.
It does.
I'll fight back, I guess.
These are awesome dice.
I'm no longer fatigued. I like that we both choose thematically colored dice.
Yeah,
but yours were betraying you.
Yes, very much.
So on a quality of 3+.
Perfectly fine.
I devour you twice, so
Yep.
you automatically take 2 wounds.
That's true. He is now,
He's at
all his
4
wounds have been
wounds.
consumed.
Well, you still have to make 2 saves as well.
That's true.
At AP2. He bit 1 chunk out of you, so you take 3 wounds total and go to 5,
Yep.
and then roll a dice and add 5. He's out. Well, apparently Penguin was on the menu tonight, so that's your first activation. I get to go now.
You do. It's your board, bud.
Oh boy. Well, I haven't done anything with the boss yet, so he's just going to charge and go make an example, I think. No, I love this guy more. He's going to charge these.
He's pretty awesome.
His attacks, hitting on 4. He's fatigued now, though. So, no, he's not. Yeah, he is. He's fought around the combats. He's fatigued. So he's on 4s instead of 3s. But he still gets a rend, so they take a wound, and then he just eats one of them. He just bodies one of them on the way in.
And that was 2?
And then 2 at AP2, yeah.
Nope.
So
That's
I think
3 wounds.
Well, it's 3 wounds total, so one of them has to make a check. And that's going to be at +1, so you're fine. It's a 5, just shaken.
Yep.
He's the power is pretty great. Back to you, Elephant Monster, and then you've also got your Penguin.
I mean, at least the models look cool.
You will be making a morale check this.
I very much will be making a morale check and probably failing.
At the end of the round.
All right, so yeah, Monkey Fish Rock's going to go. He's got 3 attacks, AP2 with Frostbite.
All right, so you can kill my Ogre. Hitting on 4s.
1.
Okay, so I'm going to be making a save at -2, yeah? So that's going to be on a 6. But if I roll 1, take an extra wound. I don't, but I take a wound. So I'm at 2 wounds now. Let's see if I get shaken. That's a 6, so I would be taken out, but we've counted that multi-wound models can't be taken out until they lost the last wound, so I'm shaken instead. We're an OPR host rule, so we're going to instantly die with our 3-wound tough models that we're paying points for. Okay, well, I get to fight back now. I'm not exhausted, so 2 attacks on 4s from that ogre. 1 hit at AP -2. That's a 3.
That is a 3, so that's a fail.
Okay, so he's going to have to make a check at +3. That's an 8. He's down.
Yep.
This belongs to chaos. Now, just for funsies, we're going to touch this button. Yeah. It's your turn.
Is it?
It is.
I get a whole go?
You get a whole go with that,
my guy?
that last penguin.
Well, he's just going to
You
swing.
can fight the Devourer.
He's going to swing.
On 5, get him.
He's going to take him out.
Get him.
He's going to take him
Gonna
out.
make a lot of casualty rolls this game.
Do it. No.
He fights back at -1, so he's on a 4. 1 hit at AP -2. No, you make a test. Make a test. And if you roll a +1, you just died no matter what.
There's no way I can't not die.
That's game. I'm going to hold all the objectives. But we get to do the post-game sequence because in the advanced rules for OPR Skirmish, there's a whole injury system, and we're going to have experience in the campaign rules too. So that was OPR Fantasy Skirmish.
Sure.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. There's a book.
OPR Fantasy
It's got a label
Skirmish.
on it. Yeah, it's actually OPR Fantasy Skirmish. I believe that's 100% what it is. Yeah.
It's late. We've been playing games all day.
It's fine.
So the plan is, having done the post-game sequence, we realized that the Warbands should be 150 points to start off with, and that's going to give us the full campaign experience. And there's a couple of things we didn't quite get right. So we didn't get the magic systems right. It's always a 4+ to cast a spell.
4+. Yeah.
You can do it in addition to shooting if you have a gun. I don't think you had any guns on the penguins,
I have javelins, but I was never
probably
in
in
a
range.
position
You were
to
like
use
at
them,
12-inch range? Yeah, okay.
I was either
like
always in
9.
combat or whatever, yeah.
So, and you accumulate magic tokens equal to your caster value at the start of every turn. They dial up.
Yeah.
So we'll be tracking that in our next game, and we're going to go back and make 150-point campaign lists.
Yeah.
Because digging in and seeing the campaign rules, we got excited about it, and then realized we'd played a full skirmish game basically. So we want to build up to the 250 over the course of the campaign. So what we'll do is we're going to start new factions. I'm going to try the Human Empire because I really wanted to do the mixed up Warhammer Underworlds miniatures warbands.
Yeah.
And you're just going to cut a couple models, but it means that we can recruit new stuff if stuff dies.
Yep.
But you can always buy more stuff and buy upgrades for your guys.
Yep.
At the end of each round. If we had been tracking experience, we would have gotten 1 for every unit that wasn't wiped out, +1 for each unit that killed another unit, +2 if that unit was a hero.
Yeah.
You don't have any heroes, so it wouldn't have affected me. But if you killed one of my bosses or my boss, it would have been an extra 3 experience for somebody if they lived.
So to be fair, Big Fishy Monster Guy, we're going to count him as a hero.
Sure.
Yeah, the rules don't call him one, but...
Is there a hero for the faction?
No, not at all.
Oh, then yeah, make one of them a hero. Just have a leader.
So when we played last game, that's what I treated him as.
Okay, so we'll have that be nominated as the hero then. And so next round we'll go through, and there's also a random event table. There's so many appendices in this, and they're you add the ones you want to use, but to use the full campaign system, we get that on top of it. So we'll start the campaign with our next game.
Yeah.
It's always, the Let's Play is always great because we get to work out what we didn't quite get
The nuances.
Right. Yeah, the nuances and stuff like that. And we'll track our...
No, you're good.
But
what? No, I was going to say, to be fair, though,
Yeah.
for the folks that are watching, 1-page rules is still a very condensed, it's technically 4 pages, and that's the rules. We are playing the advanced 1-page rules. So it's 64 pages of fun.
It is, with lots of there's additional content for tournaments, if you want to do tournaments and random mission generation and all that stuff. So we were just using the core mechanics plus random mission generation, army lists off the web app, which is the
Army Forge.
And now we're going to dive into the appendix for the random events and tracking experience and other things outside just seeing who survived the post game. So the end of it all, we'll be back with 150-point list, and you'll see that next week as we crush through some more OPR. So thanks for watching. Thanks for bringing this in. Next time, Ash, at Board Game.